It feels like something big is about to happen at St. James Park. You know that feeling, when a major move is quietly brewing behind the scenes, but no one's quite ready to lay all the cards on the table. That's exactly the atmosphere around the club right now. The air feels different, fans are beginning to speculate, and those paying close attention can tell that, behind the silence of the boardroom, there's a plan in motion. And it's not just any plan, it's the sort of move that could reshape the squad, silence critics, and breathe new life into a season already filled with expectation. And if you're a true fan who loves diving into everything happening behind the scenes at our Newcastle United, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Your support keeps this channel going and helps us continue delivering exclusive, well-sourced insights with that extra dose of passion that only true English football fans can appreciate. This channel grows with your help, so subscribe, turn on notifications, and become part of our ever-growing community. Here, we go beyond the headlines and bring you the real stories moving the club forward. Now, back to what's about to unfold. In recent weeks, Newcastle seemed caught in a bit of a transfer maze. Key targets slipped through the cracks, talk stalled, and fans began to wonder, are we about to repeat the same mistakes of previous windows? Meanwhile, rumors surrounding names like João Pedro, Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo kept a buzz alive, but truth be told, all those paths hit roadblocks, whether due to price tags, fierce competition or shifts in the players' own plans. Yet, while most of the talk focused on attacking options, another area of the pitch began to quietly rise in priority for the coaching staff and the board. The goalkeeper position, which had already been a topic of discussion last season, wasn't making the headlines, but that didn't mean there wasn't a plan. Quite the opposite. Behind the scenes, the club was quietly analyzing the market, reviewing options, and setting up a strategic move for a player who, despite his age, has already shown maturity beyond his years. And this is where we get to the heart of the matter. According to information confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, one of the most reliable sources in the world of transfers, Newcastle United are edging closer to announcing their first major summer signing, goalkeeper James Trafford, currently at Burnley. The journalists revealed that the club is in the final stages of negotiations, and the deal is expected to be completed very soon. Using his trademark "here we go" phrase that signals an imminent agreement. If finalized, this move would mark a major milestone in the window and could represent far more than just a new addition to the squad. Despite his youth, James Trafford is already a name gaining respect in English football, a Manchester City academy product who joined Burnley in 2023. The goalkeeper quickly became a key figure in the Clarets' defensive system. Under Scott Parker's leadership, he stood out during a solid defensive campaign, helping the side boast one of the best records in the country. But it wasn't just his technical ability that impressed Trafford's leadership. Maturity and game reading caught Eddie Howe's attention as early as January. By the way, if you've made it this far into the video, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment below. Do you believe Trafford could be Newcastle's #1 this season? Your input is crucial for us to understand how the fan base is feeling and, of course, to show the club that the supporters are watching every move closely. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Every new subscription helps this channel grow and keeps the quality content coming for every true Newcastle fan. Back to the deal itself. According to Chronicle Live, Burnley value Trafford at around £35 million. Newcastle reportedly submitted an opening bid of £25 million last Sunday, which was promptly rejected. However, Sky Sports reports that talks have continued behind closed doors and are now in an advanced stage, with final details currently being ironed out. The expectation is that an agreement could be reached this week, making Trafford the first major signing of the summer for the Magpies. It's worth noting that, so far, the only confirmed arrival has been young Spanish forward Antonito Cordero, who joined as a free agent. The signing of Trafford, therefore, would represent the first significant financial investment of the window, and arguably the most symbolic move yet, especially given how tough the window has been for the club so far. Key targets like João Pedro, who topped Howe's wish list, have slipped away, with Chelsea reportedly sealing a £50 million deal for the Brighton striker. Other attempts, like Matheus Cunha's move to Manchester United and Bryan Mbeumo's expected switch to Old Trafford, also disrupted Newcastle's initial planning. That's why securing a solid name like Trafford is seen as a potential catalyst for what comes next. More than that, bringing in a keeper of his profile could shift the entire strategy for the remainder of the window, placing full focus on attacking reinforcements. One name gaining traction behind the scenes is Swedish winger Anthony Elanga from Nottingham Forest. The player, also scouted by Chelsea, is viewed as a strategic fit for Newcastle's attack. Sources close to the club claim a £50 million bid was already explored, though it didn't progress, which doesn't mean the interest is gone. With Trafford potentially through the door, the club is expected to refocus and push for the ideal offensive addition. And if you love staying on top of these behind-the-scenes moves and want first-hand updates, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Your support makes all the difference in helping us continue our coverage of Newcastle United, ensuring every video brings something new, relevant, and exclusive to the fans. So go ahead, subscribe now, and join our growing community of die-hard supporters. Looking at the broader market, the challenge now is balance. Financial fair play remains a real concern for Premier League clubs, and despite the financial backing behind Newcastle, the rules still apply. Every negotiation demands careful planning, clear strategy, and, at times, a great deal of patience. So even after potentially wrapping up the Trafford deal, the club is expected to proceed with caution, targeting players who bring both footballing quality and long-term value. The arrival of a goalkeeper like James Trafford also raises questions about the future of others in the squad. Nick Pope remains a key figure, but his recent injury record has sparked concern over his long-term reliability. Meanwhile, Martin Dubravka's future is uncertain, opening the door for a fresh start between the sticks. Trafford's signing isn't just about the short term. It's about laying the foundation for a new era of stability in goal. The British press is already treating this move as a strategic play that could influence other clubs' behaviors in the market. After all, if Newcastle finalize the deal, they're sending a clear message. The ambition remains intact, despite some early setbacks. And for fans hoping for a season of real progress, there's finally a tangible reason to believe the rebuild is taking shape with purpose and long-term vision. So, Toon Army, if you're still with us, you already know. Something is shifting at St. James Park. The window started slow. Yes, but behind the scenes, things are heating up, and James Trafford's name might just be the key to unlocking it all. If you want to stay on top of every twist, every rumor, and every breakthrough, make sure you're subscribed, because the next headline could be even bigger.